and I'm going to share that remedy with you today. Okay. I am tired. I'm lethargic. I'm tired. I'm a little ADD. I am having a lot of trouble focusing. I have a lot of half-done projects. I shouldn't even call them projects. I have a lot of half-done chores. This is when I realize there's a problem and I need to address it. I have recycling that I have taken to the porch but not taken out to the can yet. My dishwasher is open and I have half done the dishes. I started taking my vacuum cleaner apart 2 days ago so that I could clean it, so that I could vacuum my house, and it is still disassembled on the deck. I have loads of laundry that have been in my bedroom for 2 days now. 2 days that I have yet to complete folding. I have started folding. I have put the folded ones in the bottom of the basket, in the bottom of the basket, and then put all of my other clothes on top, like I'll fold those next. And I've done that for 2 days. Why can I not fold 2 loads of laundry and put them away? I could blame the kids, their distractions, but they're not the problem. It's me, I'm the problem, but I have a remedy. And I'm going to share that remedy with you today. So here is my 5-ingredient recipe, if you will, for physical energy and mental clarity. Yes, sir. Step 1, your diet. I know it's not a fun word, so let me explain what I mean. Now, I don't know exactly how different foods affect your body, so it probably is important for you to know that. But for me personally, if I'm eating sugar, highly processed foods containing wheat and dairy, it slows me down. I feel like I can never get enough rest and I'm just slower. Whenever I cut out sugar and dairy and wheat and highly processed foods, I feel so much better. And that's why I put this at number 1, is because all of the other steps are important and they do help, but they will not help me if I am on a bad diet. I'm eating unprocessed, highly nutrient-dense food, making sure that those foods that I know make me tired and feel sluggish and often give me a headache, I'm not including those in my diet. Like it or not, that is the biggest thing that helps my energy. Okay, now we're moving on to number 2. Number 2 is a lot easier, a lot more simple, and that is sunshine. Whenever I am in a down mood, whenever I'm just feeling blue and I'm just like feeling like there's like a gray cloud over life, I'm not going to be productive. I'm not going to get things done. I'm going to stay in that slow motion. So it's very important for me to add sunshine into my energy recipe, because whenever I get outside and I get in the sunshine and I get that vitamin D and breathe in that clean, fresh air, it really, especially that fresh air. And right now, the weather is just so nice. Praise the Lord. I'm loving spring right now. My allergies aren't too bad, and I've got this crisp spring air in this warm weather. Anyways, it's great to get outside, get that sunshine, get that fresh air, a physical and a mental energy boost. I find that I am much more productive in my day, and I'm able to focus better if I have spent time outside. Number 3, I'm sure you saw this coming, and that is exercise. It is amazing how much more productive I am with my day whenever I work out first thing in the morning. Exercise helps me with physical energy and mental clarity. I feel I'm much more ADD and a lot less focused whenever I'm not getting that exercise in my day. Ideally, I get my workout in the morning, first thing before the kids wake up. That isn't always possible. That isn't always practical. Some nights I don't get really great sleep because I have 2 small children and they wake me up in the night or whatever it is. So it's not always practical for me to get my workout in first thing in the morning, but it is ideal. If I'm not able to get it in first thing in the morning, sometimes I'll skip it, but I try to get it in anyways, just at some point during the day. And now when I'm saying get your workout in, I'm not saying you need to like go hard for 2 hours or anything. For me, what is the most energy giving workout is getting my muscles moving, some sort of weightlifting. So I use like 2-pound weights. I've been doing bar blend on Beachbody on demand. I've been doing that workout, and it's like a lot of like weightlifting, using your body weight, and sometimes we use 2-pound weights. That's what I'm doing right now. But I find that type of like low impact muscle building, muscle toning workout, just for a half an hour to 40 minutes, gives me such physical energy to where my body craves movement. I don't want to sit still. My body's not tired. I find myself kind of like jumping around in the kitchen, doing squats while I'm cooking dinner. I'm throwing my kids in the air. I'm running with them. It's amazing what that muscle movement, muscle toning, low impact workout does for me. Now, I don't know what kind of workout you need. That might look different. You might need to do some trial and error. I love cardio, and we do walk the neighborhood, and I used to be a runner. I haven't been running since I've had my son, since I got pregnant with him. I haven't been back to running, and I don't really have a desire to do that right now. But I have found that cardio wears me out. And while I'm sure it's great for my mental health, and it's great for physical health too, I mean, you know, everybody needs cardio, right? But that high impact, long-term cardio, and again, I'm not saying it's bad for you. I'm just saying that for me personally, it wears me out. I require more sleep whenever I'm doing loads of cardio. So if you are like, I'm working out, I'm doing all these things, and I'm just so tired, working out makes me so tired, look at your workout. Is it like muscle toning, muscle building, low impact kind of movements, or is it like high cardio? And of course you use your muscles for high cardio workouts too. But like, is your heart rate up for a long time, or is it more like slower, low impact kind of muscle movements? If that makes any sense. I probably sound like a moron talking about working out because I am not an exercise science guru, and I'm not an athletic trainer. I'm none of those things. I'm just a stay-at-home mom. I'm just saying this is what works for me. Find what works for you, but get your exercise in. Okay, next is sleep. Number 4, I probably should have put this at number 2, but it's on number 4 now, so that's what we're going with. It's equally important to 2 and 3, is sleep. For me, sleep doesn't happen very well if number 1 isn't happening. None of these things work very well if number 1 isn't happening and my diet isn't clean. Whenever my diet is clean, I require about 7 hours of sleep. So I try to go to bed giving myself about an 8-hour window of sleeping. If I go to bed at this time and then I get up at this time, I've gotten 8 hours of sleep. And I give myself 8 hours for sleep, hoping that I get 7 hours of sleep, because someone's bound to wake me up in the middle of the night. And yes, it's just ideal that you sleep through the night and you're well rested and you get a great night's sleep all the time, but it isn't real life. And I have 2 small kids, and they wake me up in the middle of the night. Even though they both sleep through the night, somebody has a nightmare, somebody has a growth spurt, you know, and I'll end up not getting all the sleep I need. So usually I give myself that 8-hour window, and I get about 7 hours of sleep in there. And if I get 7 hours of sleep on a clean diet, then I'm good to go. Now, whenever my diet is trash, I'm requiring 9 to 10 hours of sleep, and I still wake up groggy, I have a headache, and I just don't feel well. So that number 1, clean diet, just goes a long way. We're not talking about number 1 though. We're talking about number 4, sleep, sleep, sleep. Make sure you go to bed at a decent hour, and if for you that's 1 a.m. because you can sleep till 9, that's great. But if you have to get up at 6, make sure you're getting to bed by 10. I have had to give myself a bedtime, and I try to cut myself off at 9 o'clock at night from all chores. That makes me kind of like hustle a little bit more in the evening, kind of move a little faster to know I want to get these things done before bed. Kids bathed, everyone has their stories, all this stuff, and I'm off work at 9 o'clock. And that isn't always possible. It doesn't always go that way, but that is my goal, to be done at 9 and to start to unwind and just slow down and let all of the chores that have gone undone, just let them go, so that by 10 I am ready for sleep. Number 5, you might have questions on, and that's okay. I have watched a lot of YouTube videos on this topic and I'm still feeling my way around in it. And this is kind of like a bonus, like do 1 through 4. Do 1 through 4. And if you have 1 through 4 down, or if you just wanna add in some pizzazz, go to number 5. Number 5 definitely helps me with mental clarity, weight maintenance, as well as that time discipline aspect. Number 5 is intermittent fasting. I did intermittent fasting before I was pregnant with my son, and then of course I stopped once I was pregnant. And now I am breastfeeding, and I just started intermittent fasting again a few weeks ago, and I've been loving it because it almost saves me time, because I have this mental clarity in the morning from fasting. I'm just hydrating, I drink some coffee, and my mind is just so clear. I want to keep busy so that I'm not watching the clock of whenever I can eat. And I'm just more alert. I wake up so much more alert whenever I'm intermittent fasting. I do the 16-8, fast for 16 hours, eat for 8 hours, and then in my 8-hour window, I know from noon to 8 or 11 to 7, whichever I'm doing that day, it kind of fluctuates. Whenever I am doing that, I am so much more mentally clear, I have more energy, and I am sure to be intentional about my meals, because it seems like as a mom, it's so easy to forget to eat and just not have time to make yourself healthy meals. But if you waited until noon to eat your first meal, you have until noon to be thinking about what you're gonna eat, create some healthy meal, and have it ready for whenever that clock strikes 12 and you're ready to eat. And then you have to get in your good, healthy meal before you end your eating window. So I find that because I'm like, okay, I'm at 11 or at noon, I'm going to eat, I start planning around 10 or 11. I'm starting to plan that noon meal. What am I going to have? And I'm much more likely to choose something healthy, because I'm not like, oh, it's 10, I haven't eaten, I'm kind of hungry, I'm gonna pop a Reese cup, you know what I'm saying? But I know at 8 o'clock, I'm going to be done eating, and so I'm more intentional about getting that full meal in, and a full healthy meal, so that I'm not having cravings later. If I end on a sugary note, then I'm probably gonna be having cravings into the night, wanting a late night snack. It's gonna be more difficult to fast tomorrow. So I'm trying to get a good clean meal in at the end of the day before my eating window closes. Anyways, I hope that this video was informative and helpful and gave you some tips and ideas on how to gain your energy back. I am not there yet. I have cleaned up my diet today, a little bit of exercise and some sunshine. I will be intentional about going to bed at a decent hour tonight, and I am practicing intermittent fasting. Tomorrow, I know I'm going to wake up feeling a lot better, and I'm going to work out in the morning, most likely, if all goes well. Yeah, so usually day 1 of doing this sort of 5-ingredient recipe of this sort of 5 steps to gaining more energy, usually it takes a good 24 hours of practicing it before I start to really feel the benefits of it. But then tomorrow I'm gonna feel so much better. I should have a lot more mental clarity. I'll be able to get all the things done. Now, until I'm feeling 100% better, I'm just gonna have to practice some good old-fashioned self-discipline and get these chores done that are just half done all over my house. So that's what I'm gonna go do now, is I'm going to go get that vacuum off of the deck and finish cleaning it out, maybe vacuum some rooms, definitely finish those dishes and get this laundry picked up, you know, at minimum. So I hope that y'all have a great day. I hope that you gain some energy, that you feel better, and that you come back soon.